Peace. I'm tired of the argument you need a PhD or some type of uh, diploma from some university to understand the reading, to understand the Quran, to understand the ayats or the proofs of God. All right. And so they always say, if you take your car, if your car is have an issue, you take it to the mechanic. You don't take it to someone who's not a mechanic because they're not an expert in that field. Um, when you're sick, you need medicine, you got to go to the doctor. You're not gonna go to someone who's not a trained professional. And they're applying this mundane methodology to something that is divine, right? When 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 God says, "Are they locks on their hearts? Do they not ponder over the Quran? Do they not ponder over the reading?" You just anyone. You're not anyone. Does not ponder over the reading. God guidance is for the human being. Al insan, right? Well jinn, well al ins. The hidden and the human beings. The hidden people and the human beings, right? So if this guidance is for the generality of all, as God says, O children of Adam, when messengers come to you, when messengers from amongst you come to you, quoting my proofs, and then so forth, right? Messengers from amongst you. There's no qualification to give God's proof. You don't have to have a PhD or diploma to uh, to understand what God wants from you. You don't got to. You don't need it. As you can see, there's plenty of people. There's plenty of people who don't have no PhD in Arabic grammar, all that stuff, and they can understand the reading, the ayats, the proofs. And plus, on top of it, as we see, um, the Ahlul Kitab, what do they do to God's words, right? These are the people who have PhDs and stuff, right? And so, what does God do? Send the Quran to read and to clarify what they changed up. Because if these people who speak Arabic have mastered Arabic, you know the Arabic thing, why then, when you go and you say greetings, you say Assalamu alaikum to one person, why are you using the plural form for one person? But when you make your salat and do your tashahud, you say Assalamu alayka ayyuhan nabiyyu. You speaking as if you're speaking direct to the Prophet. You say Assalamu alayka, one person. I can understand as a group of people you say Assalamu alaikum because there's a group of them, more than one. Now, I ain't talking about the royal we, you know what I mean, stuff like that, how the kings and stuff talking in plurality. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about the pronouns that the LGBTQ community uses, them and they. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about one person, face to face with another person. Why are you saying Assalamu alaikum to them instead of saying Assalamu alayka like in the tashahud? So much for the PhD in the Arabic grammar. Now on top of that, the abuse of words, the abuse of God's words, the abuse of it. I give many examples, demonstrations of the abuse of it. But no, God says we made it easy. We made the Quran easy to remember, right? We made the Quran easy to remember. It's simple and it's repetitive. It's repetitive. One God. God controls everything. Everything submits to God willingly or unwillingly. Right? You don't need a PhD for this stuff. Just like, for example, why you think they were calling Muhammad crazy? Why? Because he has the reading. He's getting his divine message from God, right? And on top of that, he's talking in third person. He's threatening himself. If you don't follow this, then I will. You know what I mean? So it seems like he's threatening his own self. If you go under the presumption that the Quran, the reading is not from God, right? This is why they consider him a madman, because he's threatening himself. He's talking to himself. Oh prophet, why do you forbid what I made lawful for you to please your wife? Like, all these things, it kind of looks like he's a madman. And so you can see why they would say that. They called him a poet. Why? Why would they call him a poet? It ain't because there was no tajweed, there was no chanting, that word recite. He's just quoting God's words, pretty much, right? So why would they call him a poet? Because you could see like phrases like what is between his hands, or rivers flowing beneath the feet, stuff like that. Like, if you listen to, like, nowadays people would say, for example, if you're just chilling, relaxing, if you're relaxing, you can say I'm chilling. You can say I'm lamping, cooling out, or whatever. So you see how there's phrases that we use, like, for example, to lie. Nowadays, the urban way of saying lie is capping, right? Like, you capping, you lying, right? But we know a cap is like a baseball cap. A cap is something like on top of your bottle. It's a cap, right? But this word changed into meaning a lie. You see what I'm saying? So, to me, that's why they would call him a poet. He made it up. Why would they say he made up the Quran? Because this stuff, these people did not know it. But I'm not talking about the Jews or Christians who already know. You know what I mean? Because they were saying that he plagiarized it. These are all the same art, the same accusation that's in the reading. The people are still having that today about Muhammad. You know what I'm saying? He's a poet. What else they would say about the prophet? Oh yeah, he made it up. He fabricated it. He made it up. All the stuff he's making up. Oh, he's taking our gods and making them into one god. You know what I mean? He's making stuff up. These laws of inheritance, the women you can't you sanction forbidden to marry and stuff like that. He's making all this stuff up. Then you get the Jews and the Christians saying that he studied the Bible and he plagiarized the Bible. Why? Because it's talking about the similar people, right? Because if these people are prophets like Moses and Jesus and all of them, these are prophets of God, right? So God is informing the truth of what they was hidden, right? Like about Jesus speaking as a baby. That never happened. That's heretical. That's a heretical view to them, to the Christians. But that really happened. Because why? God is witness to all things. That's why. So yeah, you don't need a PhD or anything like that to understand God's guidance. Because what did God say to Adam and Eve? Whoever follow my guidance, whoever, There's no condition on you have to be intellectually smart, or you have to be go to a college, you have to know the Arabic language. There's nothing that says in the Quran, oh, you must know the Arabic language to understand this. There's no statement like that. Language is just a way to communicate, to get ideas, to share ideas. That's it. But anyways, peace.